Hi loves, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm going to be creating this super colorful look inspired by Mitchell on Instagram. I will leave a link to his information in the description box below. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. So let's get started. I'm going to prime my eyes with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. Oh, and I just realized I have lashes on, so I'm going to go ahead and take those lashes off before I apply the concealer. But isn't taking off your lashes the most satisfying thing ever? It always feels so good. So now I'm going in with that LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm going to blend that out with a brush, but I am not going to be setting it today since the colors that we're going to be using are super vibrant and I really want to make sure that they pop. So I'm just blending that out with the brush, and I'm just making sure to blend that concealer all the way up to my brow bone and really exaggerating the inner eye corner since I'm going to be applying some shadow in that area as well. So I'm going in with the Afrique by Juvia, and oh my goodness, look at these colors. They just look so fun. I'm going in with the Cameroon color on a Morphe E27 brush, and I'm going to blend that all through my crease and my transition area. But I'm going to start by doing sort of pushing motions first. Since I didn't set that concealer, it's important to lay a base of shadow before I actually start blending out. And this color is so pretty, and it's actually doing most of the work for me. It's applying so smoothly and so easily that it almost looks like it's already blended. I'm going to take it pretty high up to my brow bone, but not all the way to the top. Once I've laid down enough of that Cameroon color, I'm then going to go in and start blending that out very gently because I don't want to take away too much of the color. I'm then going to go in with the Dakar color on a Morphe M506 brush. Oh my god, that color is so pretty. Look at that orange pigment just coming through right away. And I'm going to use that brush to just push the color into my crease, and then I'm going to start blending out just the edges. You'll notice that I'm focusing most of the color on the outer third of my eye and just really packing it on first to get the maximum pigmentation. Once that color has been laid down in the outer third, I'm then going to very gently blend out the edges so that it blends into the first color that we laid down, and I'm just doing really small swirls. Next, with another Morphe M506 brush, I'm going to pick up the Bin 2 color, which is kind of like a cranberry red color, so it's going to be a little bit deeper, and I'm going to place this a little lower than the first two colors that we laid down, also in my crease and also focusing on the outer third of my eye. And then whatever is left, I'm just going to drag into the inner eye corner ever so gently. But I definitely want to make sure to create the most amount of shadow in that outer third corner, and I'm also making sure to round out all these shadows and bringing them all the way around to the outer third of my eye, not just leaving it in the crease. Next, I'm going in with the black color from the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. Thank you so much, Kay, for sending this to me. I was looking for my Saharan palette and I cannot find it. My whole makeup room is in total shambles and I can't wait to organize it. I think I'm going to film it for you guys so you guys can see what my new setup looks like. But anyway, I'm taking this black just to deepen everything up, to give it a little bit more dimension and some more depth. My favorite black is actually in my Juvia Saharan palette, but like I mentioned, I do not know where it is. I can't find it and I'm super bummed out about this. But this black was cool too, you know, so I'm just placing that in my crease and the outer third of my eye. Again, I'm going lower than all the previous colors. You'll notice that that's a trend. I like to go basically from high to low when I apply my shadows. And when you're working with black eyeshadows, you want to go in with a very light hand because black eyeshadows can overtake a look super quickly. Just be careful, tap off the excess, and just do really small swirly motion until you get the perfect blend. And again, I'm applying the shadow in a rounded shape, placing it mostly in the outer third of my eye. And then whatever's left on my brush, once I've deposited most of the color, I'm also going to drag into my inner eye corner very gently. I'm then going to go back in with a Dakar color on a Morphe M506 brush and use it to further blend out the edges of that black shadow. I want to bring a little bit more color to that outer third of my eye just to make sure that the black isn't overtaking the whole look. And I don't normally do both eyes on camera. I usually do one eye first to work out all the kinks, but for whatever reason today I felt like showing you guys the whole process, at least mostly the whole process. And with something like this, you're really just going to be going back and forth with the colors. You're going to build up the black, then you're going to blend it out with the orange, throw a little bit more of the cranberry in there until you get just the perfect sort of flow and gradient. You want to make sure that everything is blending super seamlessly into one another. And now I'm bringing the black in a little bit more on my lid, since I know that that's something that I'm going to want to do once I carve out my lid. I want to start bringing that black into the outer third of my eye, but a little more focused on the lid. And I'm just using that same Morphe M506 brush. All right, now it's time to carve out my lid, and I'm going to be using the NYX white eyeshadow base for this. This base is super tricky. This is a big risk to take, but it's the only white base that I currently own, and I really want to make sure that that yellow color that I'm going to lay over it comes across as bright as possible, which is why instead of just applying it like I would my concealer, kind of in swiping motions, I'm actually patting it on to the eyelid so that it's really opaque and it's really white. Now, you remember that I did prime my eyes with concealer, so it's kind of mixing in with the concealer a little bit, so it's creating kind of a beigey color. So I really want to make sure to put a lot of that base on so that it covers any kind of concealer that might still be on the lids. As an alternative, you could take a makeup wipe or maybe something with some micellar water and wipe off the part of your lid that you're going to carve out, but I just didn't really feel like doing that today. So I'm going in with a really small flat brush, and I'm just packing on that white base and carving out my lid with it. And you'll notice that I am really exaggerating the inner corner of my eye because I think that's what really makes the look a little bit more interesting and a little bit different. So once I reach where the black is on my lid, I'm going to go in with my finger and just kind of pat it out so that it fades away. And I'm also going to do the same thing for that really exaggerated inner eye corner. Next, I'm going in with another flat brush and the Aya color, which is that super vibrant yellow color, and I'm going to pack that onto the lids. I did experience a little bit of fallout, but that's probably because I did not tap off the excess off my brush because I wanted it to be as vibrant as possible. Once that yellow has been laid down, I'm going to go in with another flat brush and I'm going to pick up that orange color, the Dakar color, and place that within that gap between the yellow and the black. And I'm just pushing that in, and then I'm going to start to blend it into the black and into the yellow so that it kind of blends seamlessly and it's a nice gradient color. I'm then going to go in with the Morphe M514 brush and that same yellow shade, and I'm going with the fluffy brush because I think it's going to help blend the two areas together a little bit easier. The flat brush was for packing on the color, and this Morphe M514 brush is for blending the two colors into one another. And I'm just doing super light strokes back and forth between the two sections to really get that perfect gradient. I'm going to go back in and really intensify that orange color, and this time I'm bringing it in a little bit further into the lid, and I'm bringing it to about the halfway point. Next, I'm going in with the Bintu color, and I am placing that between the black and the orange color just to create a little bit more dimension. As you notice, I'm using the same colors I used in my crease on the lid. And I'm also going to go back in with the black color just to make sure that it's really deep and kind of dark and smoky, but also that it's creating a really beautiful gradient. So at this point, I'm just going to be going back in with the cranberry, the black, and the orange color just to make sure that it's nicely blended together. You just kind of have to keep working at it until you get the perfect blend. Next, I'm going in with the Morphe E37 brush. This is a super small detail brush, and I'm going to pick up that black shadow, and I'm going to use that to further define my crease and to sharpen it up a little bit more. And I'm just dragging that along the base of my crease ever so gently, because while I do want to sharpen it up, I don't want that line to be super thick. And then I'm just blending that line out really gently using that same brush. And again, I'm going back in with some more of that black shadow just to intensify it, to make it pop a little bit more. And then I'm going to go around the edges with some more of that orange shade to blend out the black shadow. And I'm just using small swirls to blend it all out. Now it's time for the white eyeliner. I'm going to use that white NYX base, and I'm taking a super small detail brush. This one is from my nail art kit. I think when it comes to really detailed eyeshadow looks, I find that regular eyeshadow brushes just don't cut it. I usually have to use a brush from an art store, or like I said, something from a nail art kit, and they're usually super affordable. This kit was only like $2 on Amazon, and it was free shipping, so I will leave a link in the description box for that if you all are interested. So I just coated the nail art brush in the white eyeshadow base, and I am drawing this line right at the base of my cut crease. There's really no secret to doing this eyeliner. You just kind of have to have a steady hand and a lot of patience, and obviously great tools. All right, so I did the other eye off camera really quickly, and now it's time to move on to the lower lash line. I'm going in with that orange shade, and I am just blending that along my lower lash line. I'm focusing most of that color on the outer third of my eye as well, patting it on and then very lightly blending it out. And I'm also making sure to connect it to the top part of my eyeshadow as well. I'm going in with that black shadow from the Too Faced palette. I'm also placing that along the outer third of my eye just to add a little bit more dimension and to also make it a little bit more grounded and cohesive, at least with the top part of the eye look. I'm then going back in with a little bit more of that orange shade and using it to blend out that black shadow a little bit more and to just drag it down a little bit lower on my lash line. Next, I'm going in with a NYX Jumbo White pencil, and I'm going to place this into my waterline. And then I'm going in with the skinny end of the Morphe M156 brush. I'm going to pick up the blue shade and just pat that into my waterline over the white eyeliner that we placed down. This just adds the most beautiful pop of blue. I'm then going to go in with my Stila Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow eyeshadow. This is the color Rose Gold Retro, and I'm going to place that right at the base of that yellow eyeshadow in my inner eye corner, and I'm just using a super small detail brush to do that. For mascara, I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara for my top and bottom lashes. I'm then going to apply the Cocoa Lashes in the Queen Bee style. For some added drama, I'm going to take some pieces of these lashes and apply them to my bottom lash line. This is just going to be so dramatic and so over the top, and it's nothing that I've ever done before, but for whatever reason, I was inspired to do this, and they look so dramatic. I did end up taking them off after the fact because I don't know, I felt like it was a little bit too much drama for me. Alright loves, this is the final look. I really hope you all enjoyed this super colorful look. Thanks to Mitchell for inspiring this creation. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed already. Also, if you want to be notified every time I upload, go ahead and hit that bell notification down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, have an amazing day.